Hey, what's up, guys? Mr. Cruz here to give you guys another rundown on scientific notation. Sorry about that. When it comes to scientific notation, sorry, you guys went over this, but now that we're learning fractions, decimals, and percents, I want to reintroduce this because you're going to see scientific notation pop up in the unit that we're currently in when it comes to converting numbers. So I trust that you guys can do well. I know this one sucked. I know that this was like a really terrible unit and that it was hard, but you guys, I want to remind you guys that y'all did way better at this than any other students that I've ever previously taught. So I think you guys can do well. I know you guys can do well, but I want you guys to have the confidence in yourselves with knowing how well y'all did. All right, so let's ready to throw hands with this. Okay, so we have numbers like this written in scientific notation, right? And remember that this is our coefficient, and then this is our exponent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite our coefficient first. All right, I'm going to do 3.024, and then I'm looking at my exponent. My exponent is a positive 5, so that means I'm taking my decimal and I'm bumping it to the right 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In these empty spaces here, I'm filling it in with zeros, and then I'll rewrite that number. 3, 0, 2, 4, 0, 0. That's it. That's it. I'm done. So this is what you're doing whenever your exponent is positive. You're bumping that decimal to the right if it's positive. Let's do one that's negative. And we don't have to put the commas in here, but if we would, it would be right there. So again, I'm doing the same thing, 7.24, and this time my exponent is a negative 4. So this time I'm doing the same thing, except I'm bumping my decimal to the left. So I go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in these blank spaces here, I'm going to put zeros. And then I also like to put a 0 in the front because I just like to be able to say with my numbers 0 point and then whatever. 0, 0, 0, 7, 2, 4. A trick with negative exponents, right, is when we're writing numbers like this, and this only works with negative exponents, I've said this before, is you can put however many zeros the exponent says. But the trick is you have to do the whole 0 point thing to start out with. So 0.000724 has 4 zeros in it as long as you start out with the 0 point. So that's another little hack. All right, last one. Bam. We have one that has a 0 as an exponent. So when we have a number with a 0 as an exponent, if we remember anything to the power of 0, not 6, geez, I can't write zeros, is always going to be 1. So in reality, we're going to have 1.74 times 1, and really what it is. And what happens when we multiply any number times 1? Well, it's always going to equal itself. And we can kind of tell because if I were to do the same process, I write the number down, right? I write my coefficient down, and then this, right, my exponent tells me how many times I'm moving my decimal. But if it's 0, that means I'm not moving my decimal at all. So that means I'm technically done, right? That's it. So there you guys go. Real easy, real simple stuff. That wasn't so hard, was it? Cap. I know that this stuff is kind of hard and it's kind of confusing, but you guys have done well so far, so I trust that you guys are going to do well when it comes to this. Just remember, this is what you're doing. The exponent is telling you which direction you're going to move the decimal and how many times. All right. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace out.